Okay, here we go, guys. Welcome everybody for the start of the DoTRL Days of Thunder Racing League Auto Club 300 here from the Auto Club Speedway. We are loading in right now, and we will hopefully be in there momentarily for the start of the race. They are still loading in as well, so we obviously aren't going to load in before them. But hopefully everybody's looking forward to a great race here from the Auto Club Speedway. I know I certainly am. So here we go. They're loaded in, so we should be in there momentarily as well. So, yeah, we have what looks like, I believe, 13 entries in the race. And they have just taken the green flag, so here we go. We got Hurricane on the pole position in the number 13. To his outside is the number 7, is the 07. Looks like he may have come up. He got shuffled a little bit. Looks like the 8 was 3rd. 4th place is Great White Shark in the 90, who is followed the 13 from the outside of the second row all the way up to 2nd place. Though it looks like he might lose that spot now here on the inside lane. Meanwhile, he's also looking for the lead. Man, and that's one thing I love about Auto Club Speedway is there is 100 different lanes you could go to. I mean, there is not one set line you have to run here. Here we go. Slide job slides up in front of the 13 and will make the block. Comes back down to block the 8 and gets clear. And oh, they're gonna wreck behind. Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's going to bring out the yellow for sure here at the line, so just kind of pacing it back to the yellow flag. Okay, here we go. Yep, definitely a big wreck to start the race. Kind of sets the tone for the rest of the race as well. A wreck early on typically sends a tone of, hey, there's not going to be a lot of give and take. Despite that, I actually would much rather see a race with give and take. Okay. Yeah, so we're just rolling around right now, waiting for the pit road to be open. Should be open this time by. So here we go, rolling around waiting to get to pit road. So here we go, rolling down pit road, and we're going to see pit stops happening right now. So here we go, we're just going to kind of wait, see what happens. Hopefully everybody's looking forward to a good race. I know I certainly am. So it looks like the 8 is actually going to win the race off pit road from the 90. So there we go. So H-Man should be a race leader as he won the race off pit road, unless they determine that unless they determine the 90 won the race off pit road. So here we go, getting doubled up. Looks like the 90 was given the choice of lane because I believe from looking at the start, it looked like that inside line worked well. Typically, the inside line is the better lane at Auto Club because you can drive it in deep and try and slide up in front of the outside lane. Typically, though, you have to be on the throttle sooner, but again, that's the race leader. That shouldn't be too hard. In fact, it should be what happens. The outside lane should not be on the throttle before the race leader. Then your big concern is just people who anticipate the start very well. But it looks like none of that happened, and the 90 is going to get out to an okay lead here. 51 in behind. That's the 51 of Big B's. And, oh, we got another wreck out behind. Another one. Who all was involved in that one? Looks like the 44 of Rawson, the 98 of Smokiest Might, and the... can't figure out who the third driver involved in that was. Maybe the 16 got a piece of it, but yeah, so we're slowing back down for the yellow flag. Oh, and we got more cars crashing still. So, just kind of waiting for everybody to get slowed up, coming back down, and we're going to be having pit road open yet again. This is going to start to actually open that fuel window, because 17 laps in this first stage, we've already run 6 of them. Fuel window is roughly 13 to 15 laps, somewhere in that range. You could maybe squeak a 16th lap out of it, and actually, technically, that first pit stop should put them pretty close, but again, it was so early on, you might not be 100% safe. This, in theory, should make it pretty close to, if not 100% safe, unless my estimates are off. So it looks like they went a lot of people staying out. We got a couple guys coming down though. Ty Phil. Even 4. Smokey as Might. And Athletic Yeti were the guys coming down pit road. So here we go. Everybody's pitting. And it looks like the 9 will win the race off pit road. And here we go. So here we go. The 90, the 51, the 08, and the 13 are your front 4. That's your front 2 rows. Likely your leader coming off of turn 2 is going to be from one of those 2 rows, though there is an off chance that maybe the 3rd or 4th row could produce it. But here we go. Coming through the Geico restart zone, and it's restarting. Yeah, it looks like that inside line is just really good on those restarts. In terms of, as long as you jump the start right, you can get up in front of them pretty easily. And in this case, both the front 2 actually made it up there in front of the outside front row starter of the 51. So, here we go. Yeah, so if anyone's interested on the channel later, I'm actually going to be taking part in the Cybertruck Series race immediately following this broadcast, so yeah, if anyone's interested in watching some more racing action, feel free to tune in for that on my channel. But yeah, right now we're getting down to some green flag racing, and we actually made it a green flag lap without wrecking. New race record for this race, at least. So here we go. The 90 and the 08 are currently your top two. We're gonna have to wait and see what some of these guys decide to do, because again, there's a ton of lanes here where you can make it 2, 3, 4, 5 wide without much trouble. And while doing that, you're able to kind of be able to control your own destiny there by moving up in a lane or moving down a lane to try and find a way around a guy. Granted, in the brief time we're talking about that, it looks like the 08 has actually dropped back 2 spots as opposed to making it past the 90 there, and the 90 is actually starting to build a little bit of a gap. So H-Man back to second in that beautiful purple and orange number 8 car. She just got that die cast today at the store from the Lionel Wave. But yeah, right now though, to be honest, these Xfinity cars just race so fun around this track. Like, there's plenty of options. I actually kind of prefer the Cup car here, just because slightly more downforce allows for the outside lane to be slightly better almost. Even though it normally would eliminate the outside lane, it makes it more and more likely that the outside lane can hold the gas down through 1 and 2, even though it might not necessarily work 100% of the time, unlike Kansas where it's very hard to get going that fast and that smooth to where you can make it around the corner with no trouble running flat out, or running as close to flat out as possible. That's kind of the big thing that makes the outside lane work at tracks, is that you have the outside lane where you're able to carry more throttle and be back on the throttle sooner. Because of the higher corner radius allows for a higher overall speed, which can sometimes counter out the longer distance that you're taking at that point, as we've got 5 laps to go in the stage. So the 08 made it by the 8. We're still waiting to see if the 08 now that maybe he's found his line. But to get by this 90, he already slipped one time trying to get by him. Okay. So yeah, right now though, a lot of these guys just look like they're still trying to figure out their line. We've gotten down to where most of the field, I believe, is single file, which is amazing at a track like this where everybody has so many options for lanes, yet everybody managed to find a lane that works for them and they aren't passing each other at the moment. But yeah, right now though, we're coming to the white flag on the stage this time. White flag, and we're gonna have to wait and see. Can anybody get by the 90? There's not much time left for them to really try. Which is why actually we got a battle for position here in the midfield, in the mid pack here. It was pretty easily settled, but oh, we got a slide from the 90. The 90's out of gas. The 90 is out of gas, and he is. Where did the 08 qualify up? Here we go. 08 of Right Gator. 3 wide behind. But nobody's going to get him. The 08 goes to the stage 1 victory. After the 90 actually ran out of fuel coming down the back straightaway. It was going to... Apparently, I guess he wasn't quite there on fuel saving. Other guys, though, that pitted with him, I guess they just saved fuel a little better. Made it. He came within half a lap of winning that stage. I'm sure he's going to be thinking back on that at the end of the race if that cost him a shot at the win. Though, to be honest, since he didn't lose a lap, it's not going to really hurt his prospects at the end of the race. Outside of the fact that he no longer has any track position to work with. Raging Hyper is the one car so far out of the race. And my guess is everybody who didn't pit before the yellow, or that only pitted once in that stage, is coming for tires. I would say everybody should be coming for tires. Like is out, and we are back to racing here. The 8 and the 08 on the front row. There we go, going the inside. We have to wait and see what happens here. 08 starting to slide up the track, trying to put the block there, the preemptive block there on the 8, assuming that he gets there. Got guys hitting the wall in behind. Here we go, the 8 to the quarter panel. He's gonna try and side draft him. Oh, the 08 though, able to clear and get down in front. Okay, so right now you got your front two. Let's look and see where the 90 has ended up, because he was pretty quick there in that first stage. He's making some contact with the 98 as he tries to move through the field. So here we go. It's just such a hard one because, again, it's such a waiting game. It's one of those where if you don't have to make the move yet, you really don't want to, especially in this case. You got 14 laps, that's right in the comfort zone on that fuel mileage, but you're going to be close. Kind of similar to what we saw last time. Oh, uh-oh, we got guys sliding. The 1, the 9, they've made their way up there as well. We got 3, 4 Chevrolets here battling it out for the race lead now. So it looks like those two have worked together. The 9 I know is Ty filling. Who's the 1? Is that Even? So starting to get up there. Looks like they may have worked together to get up there, but they certainly aren't going to work together to go for the lead. Maybe the 9 will work with the 1, but I don't expect the 1 to work with anybody to go for the to push somebody else to the lead. He's going to look for it himself. So here we go, going up the track, trying to put the block a little late there on the 1, but still makes it. There goes 9 looking the inside. Sliding up, sliding up. Puts another good block on him. It's actually a pretty good race so far. Pretty good duel for the lead. Question is, though, who's burning too much fuel potentially to where they might start to question that if this does go green. I think at this point, if we get a yellow, you're coming down for tires. Because, again, this track's also pretty abrasive, kind of similar to what in Atlanta. Not quite to that extent, though pretty similar in age, where you run a few laps and the tires. Yeah, it looks like the 1 car had some kind of issue. Not sure if that's going to be probably a retirement from the race, if I had to guess. So here we go, 8 and 08, battling it side by side. The 9 actually got by them both, but again, you don't want to run too far out in front, otherwise you might compromise your fuel tank. Uh-oh, looks like they're slowing down for the yellow flag. Yeah, so it looks like the yellow flag has come out. Did not see the wreck this time, so. But again, as I expect, everybody will be down for 4 tires and fuel here when pit road's open this time by. So right now, here we go. 9 leading them down pit road. Looks like everybody. Yep, everybody. Okay, here we go. Pit road. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be a duel for the win here between a couple guys. Have to wait and see. Who's the leader? Looks like, is that rumbling sound? It looks like maybe in the 70s or 68, I mean. So, this 68, he's not going to stay up here very long. Those old tires are not going to be able to compete. Green flag coming back out. And the green flag. And the 68 actually able to get some ground here. Wow, I thought the 68 was going to have a little bit more trouble getting away from that. But he got away and he's out there. Only a few laps left as well. Oh, but there we go. There he gets swamped. The 8 goes by. Now the 07. Now the 9. Now the 08. Looks like 16 is also lining up to go underneath them. 51 now also looking like he's getting in line. No, actually it looks like 13 was the final guy to get in line and actually stick behind the car falling back, which ultimately won't result in much though, because he isn't going to be able to get the grip to really rally back for it. That was kind of a desperate attempt to try and gain stage points with only a short run. Unfortunately, it wasn't short enough. We've got 3 laps to go now, and he's already cycled back to about where he was running. Here we go, the 07 of Yeti, the 16 of Grizz, and the 51 of Big B's all making a charge on the inside. Coming up to try and get the block, though. Couldn't really get it on the 8. We're going to have to wait and see. Here we go. 3 wide for the lead. Here, coming to 2 to go in the stage. 51 gets out front. Now he's got to block 3 lanes of traffic. That is not going to work. The 08 gets to the inside. Oh, no. Actually, the 08 ends up dropping back a bit. Not maintaining it, though. The 51 goes high. 3 wide off the corner. That's going to certainly stack up the line of traffic. The 9 gets back out in front. So number 9, a Ty Phil, gets the lead, and he's going to be attempting to try and hold off the charging cars for the final lap as they come around. Going to get the white flag this time. The 8 car is going to try and do everything he can to try and get that stage win. But especially, he doesn't want to end up finishing second in both stages tonight. And to me, to be honest, in most cases, it feels like finishing second is almost an insult in stage racing. At least in some of these leagues, where for the most part, only a few guys are going to miss the playoffs. So as long as you're there very consistently, you're not going to really need to worry about missing the playoffs and missing out on playoff points for second in the stage, or even second in the race. Really is annoying. But here we go, coming down the checkered flag in the stage. Looks like the 9 will hold on and win the stage. So, number 9 goes on to win the stage. So here we go, just kind of waiting for the yellow flag to lift. Everybody's going to be coming to pit road. There's no question there. So here we go. Green flag back out. The 08, or the 8, sorry, and the 9 gonna duel it out for the lead. The 08 gonna try and follow the 8 through. So here we go. 08 and the 8 are dueling it out. Here we go. 08 on the outside, and looks like we got one car way out of shape in the middle of the field. Looks like that might have been the 9 there of Ty Phil. We got the 07 way on the inside. That's not going to last long. Oh, never mind. The 13 is going to be the driver to go down there, spin, collects the 16, and if they determine that's bad enough for a yellow, that is 2 cars involved. Now here we go. The 1 of even versus the 08. Now the 9 up to second. So even definitely has the race to the line won if that's what they end up doing. So yellow flag at line, and let's see, do they slow it down or are they continuing to race? It appears like they are continuing to race. Still up near 200 miles an hour. No signs of slowing down. Looks like the 9 went up the track and is going to ultimately end up dropping back. Here comes the 07 now on the attack. That's Athletic Yeti in the 07. Yeah, so there we go. Athletic Yeti looking to the inside. Oh, he just about clips the quarter panel, though. It doesn't really seem like that worked out too well for him. Here comes the 9 on the outside with a lot of momentum. Help from the 90 there. So, man, these guys... Oh, here we go. Looks like they're all getting in the single file line, though. The 9 not looking to hang in the line with Athletic Yeti there. Man, it's just really a dogfight up here for the top few spots. Everybody fighting for everything they got. And as of right now, it looks like the 1 car is going to just start to coast away with it. Though, of course, again, you can't count it. This race is out yet. We've still got 2 pit stops remaining. Okay, so as of right now, it's just really hard to tell what's going to happen here. The 07, though, the 9 gets to the inside. Here we go, side by side for second. 9 looks like he's going to get by, and the 8's going to follow him through to the inside of the 07. He's kind of continuing to get that, 07 stuck on that outside lane. Here we go, Yeti. We got the 9, a Hurricane, or not a Hurricane, sorry. It seems weird that the 13 was able to qualify on pole, considering he's shown very little speed out of that machine from what we've seen so far. Okay, man, it's really a battle for second right now because everybody's just kind of deadlocked here for this second spot over who could get it. So it looks like the 9's won out the battle for second, though again, it hasn't. The battle isn't over yet. They still got time to go back and forth a couple times. So there goes the 90 on by the 9. And just find a way to get some momentum on them. Oh, uh-oh, we got contact in the middle of the field, though. The 8 manages to hold on to it. Congrats to H-Man on that one. Okay, man, these guys, it's just kind of a game plan of, actually, they might be looking at the lap count. They've been running on these tanks of fuel for a while. We could be looking at green flag pit stops here momentarily for some, if not the entire field. Actually, we got cars on pit road now, it looks like. Yeah, we got, who is that coming down now? Looks like Rumbling Sound. We may have had a couple of that have already come down and come back on the track. Here we go. Here come 3 more. Actually, 4 more. Okay, there we go. Looks like a bit of a lag spike there, but that is a good amount of the field. Let's see. Looks like Even also followed. Actually, I believe Even might be the... Yeah, Even's the leader of the guys that came down pit road because he was a race leader at the time of pitting. So it looks like, yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be one more stop from here to the finish for everybody. So yep, definitely a situation of guys coming to pit road. Green flag pit stop's gonna be going on. Okay, here we go. The 1 car leads coming off the pit road. Let's see, any more cars on pit road? Looks like the 16 just coming off. I believe he may have been in that first group that we kind of saw. Okay, here we go. Yeti. It looks like Typhil as well, the 90. So we got pretty much everybody else in that wave. So it'll all be cycled around here momentarily. And then we will be back to seeing what all is going on. As we are going to be getting 25 to go this time. Or, well, technically the leaders that are on pit road already have gotten 25 to go. Because the 9 is still technically your race leader. But there goes everybody on by him. The 1 car has now reassumed the race lead and has a commanding gap between first and second. I mean, he's got the comfort now to maybe try some different lanes if he feels necessary to try and find some speed for the end of the race. Okay, so right now it looks like second and third is the 08 here in the 51. So looks like that's going to be the battle right now to watch here, as the one car has a pretty good lead. To be honest, if I'm the 08 or the 51, or even the 8, I try and group up here and try and run down the one car, because currently you're down 2.5, 3 seconds to the leader. So yeah, right now, a lot of these guys, again, the 08 kind of cycling back a bit, but again, if I'm the 08, the 8, or the 51, I'm trying to get a deal together with the other two to not pass and just try and run as fast laps as possible. Try and catch this guy. Try and agree on a line that's good enough for each of us without compromising the entire group. Yes, again, right now it's just kind of a matter of, oh, we got a second car on pit road. Is that a permanent? Oh, uh-oh. 13's around. Great White Shark in the 90. If he's retired from the race, that's that's a heavy hitter gone. Never really got a chance to know what happened to the other driver. Okay, man. It's just a really hard race to commentate right now, because we got just everybody's gotten single file spread out from the green flag pit stop. Oh, yellow flag. That changes everything. So here we go, coming down pit road. Okay, so right now we're just kind of waiting it out. We got guys on pit road, and we'll see what happens from there. So, okay, so right now we're just kind of waiting it out. The 9 and the 07 are the front row. Second row is the 1 and the 8. So right now I'd say this race is pretty much wide open. Nobody's really shown outright speed over each other. The 1's been the cleanest getting on and off pit road, and has been the most consistent. So on a long run, especially with a green flag pit stop, he gets it. Here we go. Green flag is back out, and we're going to be back underway here. Looks like the 9 may have been the only one aware that they were going back green, as he goes for a big run. So here we go. The 1 making the move to the inside here. Gonna get there. Here we go. Here comes the 8 looking to the back bumper of the 1. The 1 has shown quite a bit of speed here, even 4, but I don't know. I just think it hasn't been outright dominance, and if somebody's close, they could definitely do something to rock his confidence here. So here we go. The 8 versus the 1. Here we go. Man, this is just it's an interesting style of race. Because it's a game of cat and mouse almost. Because it's like you don't want to make the move too soon. Because again, you can pass almost anywhere on this racetrack. But you don't want to make the move too late. And here we go, 51 goes on by him. Then we got cars on pit road, 3 of them. The 08, the 07, and the 9 coming down pit road. So we must be within that fuel window. So here we go. Man. So the first round of green flag pit stops have occurred, and we're just kind of waiting to see what happens here. So here we go. Back out on track. They're all getting back up to speed. Right now, the race leader is still the number 1, has the field currently 1 lap down. The 51 and 8 are in pursuit, trying to get him. Okay, looks like so what's gonna happen here? I'm assuming these front few are gonna run this thing out in case there's a yellow, because here we go. Here comes the 8 slides, comes to pit road involuntarily. Probably a speeding penalty there. Here comes the 13. Here we go. Here comes the top 2 coming to pit road. Here we go. About, looks like 7 or 8 laps to go. And the race leader is now actually handed over to the 16. So the 16 kind of being the last to pit might be waiting this one out in case there's a yellow. So right now, just kind of waiting to see what the 16 does here. There goes Roskin, the 44, and the 16 there of Grizz. Will in time hand the lead over to somebody else. We'll have to wait and see who that ends up being. As they come into pit road 1 and 2 there. Looks like the 44 will maintain the race lead here despite the 16 technically passing him. So here you go, 5 laps to go. And looks like the one car has now regained the lead. So looks like, wow, the one car has just gained a major lead on this round of pit stops. So yeah, right now, Evan's just kind of parading around for the final few laps here to the checkered flag. We got 3 laps to go this time by. 3 to go. So right now, man, the one car, I don't get how some of these people find such massive margins of victory here, but it's going to be a big one here. Looks like, though, we got a battle for a position. I'm not even sure what position this is for. Yeti and Ty Phil might be for second there. As they go and get the 2 lap to go. So it'll be the white flag this time by. And here we go, coming to the white flag this time. So Even takes the white flag. Second place, assuming that that's what we're watching the battle for, it'll be the 9 of Ty Phil coming to the white flag, though the 7's got a hard charge here. The 8 gets by as well. And it'll open up an option here. Yeah, the 9 dives it up the inside. He's going to get by the 8, though. He's going to actually slide up the track. Crossover move for 3rd place, I believe, as the one car takes the victory in dominating fashion. We'll have to wait and see who the rest of the order end up favoring. And they're going 07, 8, and 9 there. 51 of Big B's actually was 2nd place, and not all that far off. Grizz in the 16 also pulled off a pretty good comeback. But yeah, it was about a 5-second margin of victory, though. So, yeah, we'll try and get our top 3 in here for the post-race interviews. Okay. Let's see if we can get the top 3 to join me. At Even 4. At I don't even know. So, who are the others in the top 3? Can you scroll up, Gator, if you happen to be listening in? Nope. So, I'm going to have to wait until we get back to the main page here. Okay, so let's see. Who's going to be the other 2? Looks like that was... Oh yeah, it was Big B's and Grizz, I believe. Okay, here we go. Let's go and just pull up my, Okay, so wow, we've actually got a half an hour before my next race. Even before qualifying for my next race starts. Oh, hey, Grizz, is that you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, so we're just waiting on Even and Big B's to all get in here. There's Big B's, and there's Even. That was pretty quick. Well, I guess we really should start with the driver of the number one car and number one on the track. Even, you got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Well, if there was a word to sum up that race, it looked like dominant on and off pit road was definitely the word there.
Yeah, pit crew did a great job. Great call to 2 tires. That last pit stop, and
Okay, so that was 2 tires.
yeah, that's how I got that far out.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was just 2 tires or if it was just how clean you were getting on and off pit road.
Yeah, it was 2 tires.
Okay, yeah, I know the 8 didn't look like he voluntarily ended up on pit road. It looked like he maybe wanted to stay out a lap or two, but just kind of slid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but pretty much all night on and off pit road, you were gaining spots, so definitely made for a easy victory for you, I'd say, or at least as easy as an easy win could be.
Yeah, crew chief made a great call at 2 tires at last stop, and that's what got us the win.
Yep. So, looking forward in the schedule. Were you one of the guys that is going to be there on Friday for the Cup race at this track?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, you think you're going to be able to pull off the double?
It's hard to do at a track like this because it's kind of like a mini Daytona. There's a lot about drafting, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay, and then kind of the other usual as we get ready to go short track racing next week. You think you're gonna be able to pull off, be able to go for what is it, 2 in a row for you between Auto Club and what would be Martinsville next week?
Martinsville's definitely not one of my strong tracks, but I'll try to be as competitive as I can.
Just remember, the brake pedal is the one in the middle.
Yep. I'll try to remember that one.
I always find myself hitting the clutch thinking it's the brake pedal, and I'll let you take a guess at how that works.
Probably not very well.
Or just ask anybody in front of me. They'll be very vocal to tell you how it works.
Yep, I'm sure.
Okay, well, have fun and go celebrate the victory.
All right, thank you.
Then second place with Big B's, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, Big B's, you got a copy? I guess if you're answering the question, you do have a copy.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, congratulations on the second place there. It looked like you were able to finally separate yourself from the lead pack along with Even throughout that last, run and a half that you guys had on green flag.
Yeah, I was messing with the setup all night. I couldn't really find something that worked. I was tight. I was loose. There in that last. I think I could have went a little bit faster, but it is what it is. Should have took 2 tires. Took 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you take 4 tires on that last stop?
Yeah, I took 4, thinking maybe Even was gonna go 4. Just to.
Yeah, the math does put it at 2 tires being pretty much the exact difference in time between you guys. Because 2 tires around about 5 seconds, and it looked like margin of victory was pretty near enough to 5 seconds that you would have been right there.
Yeah. Should have. Yeah, that was a terrible call there at the end, but I'm going to try my best to gear up for the Cup Series.
If he took 4 tires and was able to run you right back down.
Right.
Because you don't want to take 2 tires and then realize 2 tires isn't going to work and be floundering as Even goes rocketing on by you with 4.
Yeah, I also didn't trust the car with 2 tires. I couldn't really handle it with 4 tires.
Yeah, and that's something I would attest on one of those shorter runs that we had earlier in the race when we had a guarantee that, hey, it's only going to be about 5-6 laps to the finish of the stage.
Right, yeah.
Didn't we have a really short run to the end of one of the stages?
I think so. I think it was about 2 laps. Maybe 1.
Yeah, so I would have taken one of those as an opportunity to try and basically feel out the the 2-tire option. I think who was it? The 68, I think, tried it and kind of showed that. I think he just stayed out or took fuel only. I think he showed that definitely did not work.
Right.
But yeah, so I think you can be able to make the improvements you need in the Cup race on Friday.
I think so. I think I have a better handle on the Cup Series than I do.
Yeah, I know I like the Cup car more than the Xfinity car here.
Oh yeah, me too. It just
and then
has
I guess the final
right
question would
power.
be. Yeah, and then I guess the other question would be looking forward to Martinsville next week.
Definitely not looking forward to Martinsville. Gonna practice, try to be competitive, but
Okay, well, hopefully you can find that competitiveness that you need, and but hey, as of tonight, you got a second place and some good points to go into that race.
Yep, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, and I believe that leaves us with Grizz.
Yep.
So, looked like you were just struggling for speed all night, but you managed to make the pit call at the end, staying out the longest. And did you take 2 or 4 there on the final run?
I didn't take any.
Oh, you didn't take any? Okay, so you managed to make it around third place because of no tires.
Well, that explains that.
Well, my car, I had
Yeah.
a long run car. Once I got out in clean air, my problem was is I kept mired in the back too much, and I just had to keep adjusting to get myself. Once I got up there in clean air, I could take off, and then I just worked my way up. And then once I got up there and I got some clean air, then my car started working, and I started chasing
that
them
was kind of one of
down.
the strategies I was throwing around. Was what about waiting until like 1 or 2 laps to go, just to see if you could luck into the yellow flag, especially considering you'd been mired mid-pack all race long.
Yeah,
But ultimately, it seems like fuel only when you came worked out.
Yeah, once I
you
got out
up,
in
what?
fresh air and I could run them down,
Yeah.
get closer, run them down stuff then. And yeah, I had good tires the whole way through the run, and at the end there, I just took a gamble and didn't take any tires, and that's what left him catch me for second, because I didn't take any tires. If I'd have took 2, I probably would have ended up with second. But it was a gamble. I gambled on it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you would have been able to pass and keep Big B's behind you with him on 4 tires and you on 2.
Well, I finished right on his back bumper was up none. So.
Well, yeah, but if you factor in the fact that 2 tires would have put you another 5 seconds back, you would have had to run him down with still only 2 tires.
No, Big B's finished second.
But there's a lot of what ifs that could have happened.
But
hey, maybe you can turn some of those what ifs into what happened at the Cup race on Friday, right?
I got a good car. A Chevy Camaro was hooked up. It was running good, and I got a good car for Friday night too. So it's just a matter of staying out of trouble and staying out of wrecks.
And let's see, are we gonna go 3 for 3 on no's on this next question? Are you looking forward to Martinsville next week?
Because it's just a beat.
So we're 3 for 3 on guys in the top 3 tonight that don't like Martinsville.
Oh, I love Martinsville. Don't get me wrong. It's just a beat and bang track, and it's a lot of give and take, and a lot of guys don't like to give and take. So
I was gonna say, there's any giving in this field?
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Last time I checked, it was an all taking race.
No, there's a lot of giving the bumper. There's not a lot of taking it though.
Yeah, but
yeah, true.
But Martinsville's a lot of fun.
Thanks for correcting me there, even.
It's just you gotta take your time. You gotta learn to use your brake at Martinsville, so it'll be fun.
Yeah. So after figuring out that your car was really good once you got up front, you gonna put more emphasis on qualifying for some of these upcoming races. To maybe try and get some of that track position sooner, because I know you were one of those guys that qualified towards the back.
I always do. I never do real good at qualifying for some reason. I just can't get to qualifying speed.
That's one of those things, like, I can put in the time occasionally to go and try and get good at qualifying. It's just a matter of, will it actually matter when it comes time for race time?
I really don't care where I start. It's just a matter of...
Yeah, I don't usually care But if I've noticed like a few races in a row where, hey, I got trapped in traffic a ton, I'll go and I'll put in an hour of practice at purely single car speed to try and get that qualifying lap dialed in to try and see if I can get up front sooner.
I just try to take my time and work my way up through and stay on the lead lap and
Well, it worked for you tonight.
get my way up there and
Got you a third place finish.
stay in sight of the leaders, and then in the last stage, that's when you start making your move. You know, you can't win it in the first stage or the second stage. You got to wait till the last stage. So you know.
No, but you certainly can lose it in the first
That's
stage.
right. So, but
well, congratulations on third place, and feel free to go celebrate.
all right, thank you.
Yep. And thank you guys all for tuning in to this broadcast of the DoTRL Xfinity Series here from Auto Club Speedway. This has been Ryan Dyer, and I will see you guys in the next video, live stream, whatever you guys have to do with the rest of your night. If you guys are watching this as it's happening, tune in about an hour, and you'll see me, actually, about 20, 30 minutes, and I'll be streaming the Cyber Truck Series race from Richmond Raceway. So if you guys are interested, check that out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or whatever you guys had to do for the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye!